Evening.
Hello, Roidz. It has been a very long time since you've joined me.
Oh, it has. It's been absolutely yonks.
It has. Oh, I can see Dota Plus is now like integrated as kind of part of the game, and so I've just shown it on stream that I'm a filthy Dota Plus user, or Overwolf as it's called. Better hide that away.
Oh, the one where you can see like people's most played heroes or thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Uh,
Yeah, I mostly use it because when I play on ranked, I'm interested in to see what rank everyone is to roughly
yeah.
know the skill of the game.
I always feel like there's a lot of people using it because whatever hero I'm kind of spamming in ranked, it always seems to get banned.
Yeah,
Not
well,
always, but like a more than the usual amount.
yeah.
I
I
guess
guess
just 'cause
it's.
the flags.
Do you use it?
Oh, I don't have it no. Maybe I
Okay.
should get it.
Well, the one thing people use it for in that is when you load it up, it gives you a number for the top heroes that you should ban, and the bigger the number is based on how many times that person spammed a hero. So if they've played it a bit, it's like maybe a few thousand. If they've played it a lot, like they literally only spam it, the number would be like 200,000, and you go, all right, I have to ban this hero. So it takes away any kind of time to stalk their
Tinker
profiles and
spammers.
stuff. Yes, exactly, Tinker spammers. But anyone who spams really is going to hide their profile, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
right. Oh, Karen's
Spirit Breaker banned. We like to see that.
still a hype train conductor. Yeah, I've played some Spirit Breaker recently too. What a ridiculous hero at the moment. That hero needs some tuning down, and I think we'll see it next patch.
I think the Q, or just has to do less damage. I think it just does loads of damage.
Yeah.
It's farm.
Damage is the problem. He used to be like a lockdown gank machine, and we're fine with that. But the fact that you can easily get 1,000 move speed, which translates into these like, you could pretty much do 800 or 900 damage with the greater bash. I think that's a bit insane. So yeah, take either the damage down or the mobility or the crowd control. Something's got to give.
Maybe a bit of everything.
Maybe they'll just take away some base stats instead. Actually, maybe 5 move speed, 1 armor, something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I'm sort of out of touch with the meta at the moment. I'm not super familiar. I mean, I know the in-house meta in terms of what people play, but I guess Rubik's banned maybe for Max potentially because I know he likes playing that.
Yes.
Tide is that a good hero? Ravage always a good spell, isn't it?
Well, I think the meta has been the same for quite a while because the patch hasn't come out yet. And last time we did see a lot of Tidehunter being banned just because it's pretty much the most consistent offlaner at the moment, along with Mars as well. As you know, Spirit Breaker is so popular at the moment. He's even being spammed as a mid hero because it's like people are saying it's a better Storm Spirit, more damage. You can't miss the target. You travel across the entire map as fast as Storm Spirit. So
Just get like a free BKB as well, kind of.
yes, I mean his Ag Shard is one of the best. It brings break, 200 burst damage, and a 2-second magic immunity. It just has everything. It's a bit too good, that hero, yeah. So Ogre and Disruptor, they're going with some very safe picks to start with. Have to see what cores they reveal. Though, as I said, same with you, I'm not entirely clued in on the meta. So
I guess they're going to get some, hopefully some big right clicker who benefits from the Bloodlust, because that's often something that you pick an Ogre and you always think, feel like you have to pick a hero that benefits from the Bloodlust. You might want, I don't know, so like an OD mid last pick, but you're like, well, actually he's quite good.
OD is great with Ogre.
Maybe you want like a puck mid, be like,
yeah, if you can get a right-clicking mid hero. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Bloodlust also gives move speed, so any hero desperate for speed, Leshrac, Death Prophet, etc., they're never going to be unhappy with Bloodlust. I mean, no hero is unhappy with Bloodlust, but now they have Snapfire too, so they got minus armor, they got high damage. They've gone for both their supports straight away. Definitely the safer draft option. Makes sense. Are they going to return with another support, or will they finally branch out and pick a core?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
You still playing much Dota at the moment, Roidz?
I haven't really played. Let's have a look at my page. I've played a decent amount, I guess. If throughout December I played a decent amount. I've been playing a lot of just random heroes. To be honest, I've not been played a bit of Pudge, quite a lot of Lion.
You play a variety of roles.
Yeah, I've just sort of been picking anything. I've been losing a lot lately.
Okay.
Losing my team some MMR. Shout
good.
out Ollie the Optimist.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I have seen you in the Discord every now and then playing a 2-stack or 3-stack. So yeah, just wondered if there was a hero you're playing at the moment that you found strong. I remember your grind to Immortal the first time had a lot of Dragon Knight off lane in it.
Oh yeah, that did.
Back
I
in the
had
day.
like a few. That was weird. I had like maybe 4 heroes that I had like a spell with. Like I did. One of them was like Shadow Demon support, Dragon Knight offlane, and then I started doing Sven and Spectre carry.
Okay, well, you sort of rotated around the roles.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
makes
bit.
sense.
Guess you need a bit of roll queues as well, so I was just making sure I had a pos 5 hero
Oh,
every
yeah.
time I had a demon.
That's true. That's true.
But
Thank you,
I
Jenny.
don't think it's a great hero. I think OD is. I've heard a lot of people been saying that. Oh, he's banned now, but that's a
Yes.
great hero.
OD's even being played offlane at the moment. He is a really, really strong hero.
I got absolutely destroyed last game by an OD mid, literally about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I think the thing is, Meteor Hammer is such a strong item. If you're playing any farming role, you can get it by, what, 6 minutes? 6 to 7 minutes? You can have
Yeah.
a Meteor Hammer up, or definitely pre 10 minutes. And then you just press W, Meteor Hammer. That's nearly 700 magic damage. It's
It's
690.
also just sustain as well, because it gives you HP and mana regen.
It's got a bit of everything though. It's got stats, an amazing build up, an excuse to buy a ring of health, wave clear, tower push, a
Yeah.
combo with your W that does nearly 700. It's like a rank 4 Dagon instantly. It's just too good an item, and I think OD is the prime user of it. I know other heroes can use it.
I guess it's maybe I don't know who else it's really good on. I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's worth a nerf just 'cause it's really good on OD though. 'Cause I feel
Well,
like then nobody else would buy it.
Other
Maybe
heroes
just
can
OD.
build it, right? Like Treant Protector used to buy it,
Tree
but
does,
that's
yeah.
because he was hiding in trees. Bane can technically use it off Nightmare.
That's true.
Other heroes you can use it.
Don't see
Elder
it very
Titan,
often.
you get a nice stomp. You can go into Meteor Hammer because no one can interrupt that.
Yeah, that's true. Guess there's I can't really think of anyone else actually that uses it. The thing is that I find broken about it is, so he got his meme hammer in his game earlier. He killed me. He took my tower, and then he took top and bot tower within the next 2 minutes, 3
Yeah.
minutes.
The,
Power spike is really strong.
the problem is they have defined OD as a hero around one item. It's kind of like Tinker and Blink Dagger. OD needs the Meteor Hammer, or he can't push, he can't farm. And it also
Yeah.
gives a ton of burst damage. It kind of does a bit too much. But I don't know if they'll nerf Meteor Hammer. Like Holy Locket got a very, very slight nerf, but most of the time they left the item alone. They nerfed the heroes who were using it, like Winter Wyvern mostly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
There was Wyvern and Undying, these sort of heroes.
yeah, Undying you still can use it.
There
But
was wasn't there the talent with Winter Wyvern that was as well.
Yes,
That's why it was.
they
really good.
nerfed Winter Wyvern a lot. They took the percentage talent away. They nerfed the baseline of Cold Embrace. Then they just nerfed all of her abilities as well. And then Holy Locket got a nerf. So poor Winter
Yeah.
Wyvern got nerfed in about 12 different tries. So let's see what we're going to pick now. We've
They're
had
banning Lifestealer and Ursa, so that's just me. Maybe they're thinking about some melee offlaner because they're probably the two that come to mind for me when I think just if I want to play some Mars is banned, but
or
like, Mars
maybe
fine.
Centaur, because the thing is,
yeah, Centaur, something like
almost every good offlaner is melee, right? Let's be honest. There's very
you
few
can-
non-melee offlaners. You have to pick a melee, and so playing
Kind of.
against counter melees like Ursa, it's really, really annoying. So Legion
Yeah.
Commander is going to be fine against anything that's thrown against her, and we've seen this pick time and time again. Legion against Jakiro, get rid of the liquid fire.
10 seconds.
that. Oh, and
Dual
also
breath
the
as well. Dual breath.
also the Thunderstrike is also great.
Oh
for
yes,
Legion
you can
against.
dispel it. Yeah, that's
So
true.
either support, whichever lane they go in, they're not going to have a great time against Legion.
Team pick.
Bounty Hunter, you can also remove track. So I think Legion is good for many, many reasons here already. We've not seen Bounty for a long time. I think the reason it's being picked is because Brax is in the game and he's probably asked for it. Because
Probably off lane then, right?
yeah, Bounty is a weird hero at the moment because of the rework to Shuriken. Do you remember what they did to Shuriken Toss from the previous
What?
patch?
Seconds remaining.
Oh no, not from the
So-
most recent.
They made the Shuriken have a much lower cooldown, but do a lot less damage. So early game, it only goes up to 200 damage. It used to be this massive nuke that hit like 375. Now it only
Yeah.
hits 200, I think 200. So by itself it's pretty rubbish, right? But then it has an amplification of damage on tracked targets. So if you can keep a target tracked, you can be doing the same
See.
damage as the old Shuriken Toss, but with half the cooldown. And then that scales with higher ranks of track, I think. So
Yes, okay. So I watched the clip maybe a week ago. I think it was Thompson playing Bounty and he had Ags and Aetherlens. because that increases the bounce radius. So he had people tracked and casted a shuriken from a mile away, and it bounces a mile away as
Oh,
well.
it bounces
And it
further
was-
as well with ether lens.
I believe so, because well, in
Ah.
that clip it was bouncing really fast. So I'm going to guess he's going to do that.
Okay, I want to see that. That's interesting.
It was really strong in that when I watched in that clip particularly.
Bounty Hunter's
sort
one
of
of those
killed 4
heroes. He's annoying in lane because he has Janada and he's got really nice base stats. His Ag Shard makes him incredibly hard to pick off. Then he brings his team track, and if he can get Aghanims early enough, he can do so much poke damage. The only problem with Bounty, in my opinion, is if a big team fight happens, he's pretty useless as a hero. He maybe does 1 track and 1 shuriken. He doesn't provide anywhere near what a normal offlaner would provide. So you need your team to sort of snowball with him, right?
Well, you need like long drawn out fights so you can sort of dip in and out, casting spells. He's quite easy to burst really, but although the shard it gives you how much damage?
30%, I think.
30%.
Yeah, no, he's fairly tanky.
Surprisingly tanky. Yeah.
He's not great in big Clash of the Titans 5v5 team fights where everything happens at once, but great for pickoffs because you track a target, Tiny blinks in, QW combo, Jakiro damage on top, etc. You've got a pick off. Everyone gets an extra, I think it's 50 or 60 gold, and he picks up like 200, even with rank 1 track.
Yeah, so I guess following on for that, the Bounty and the Tiny might just plan on being like a little gank duo. The Bounty facing deep boards and scam people, because Tiny with a blink in the early mid game can full 0 people really quick.
Oh yeah, but, I think Avalanche gets 2.5 times damage off the toss, and it already hits I think 300. So you're doing nearly 900 damage there. 750 damage plus the toss damage, which is over 300 as well, and you can get 1 or 2 right clicks off during the toss. So I think Tiny's combo is well over 1,000 damage, like
it is.
1,200. And then when you get an Echo Saber, which you might do, although the meta of Pos 1 Tiny, which was obviously super popular at TI, do you ever see Pos 1 Tinys in your game? I never see it. Basically never.
Now.
But I think it's still as good.
It was because the shard. They changed the shard, didn't they?
No, it's still the same. I don't know if there was a change. Maybe did Tiny get a nerf a lot more than I was thinking, or don't know.
They definitely did nerf him. I remember. I can't exactly remember what they did do. I think it was something to do with the tree grab. I'm sure.
Okay. Well, tree grab was his bread and butter. You use it in the lane to farm and harass at the same time, and then once you have level 20, you just have a free battle fury. So it doesn't matter how badly the game is going for you, you will have your farming up by 20 minutes. And he is the greatest stack taker in Dota history, basically, or one of them. So, but I'm a bit worried though about the Radiant team having to play against this dire lineup. None of those heroes are particularly squishy. Snapfire's a strength hero. Ogre has a massive amount of HP. Legion strength. Wraith King has 2 lives as well.
Yeah,
I think it's how do you get pickoffs against that team? I mean, you can hunt down Snapfire and Ogre, but they have gone.
I guess it's gonna. So it's Tiny carry.
Well, I assume so when I saw it. So Puck is mid, Bounty is pos 3. The Radiant have gone all in on this pickoff lineup. So, they have high mobility heroes. Well, they got Puck.
Yeah.
Tiny will get a blink, and they've got to go in and instantly get a kill. If the team fight goes long, I think Radiant have no chance. So Dire, they've got the manly
Dire are
fight.
quite tanky, sort of. They can't really deal with split push. SF. Pretty good, I guess, at clearing waves, but I played Puck last game and I was really behind. I was like 0-6 or something, and I bought BOTs and they had no heroes they had no BOT heroes sort of thing, or equipment, and I just farmed creep waves for about 15 minutes and then I was back. So maybe
that is a popular way to play Puck.
Split push is
buy boot to travel on Puck. You're already a fast hero, very squishy, but like you said, if there's no instant lockdown or catch or disable, you're going to get away every time. They do have Legion Commander.
They do have Legion.
And they do have Ogre, and they have Wraith Kings. They have some stuns. I mean, even Snapfire technically has a stun. The question is, can Legion get the damage herself to just kill a Puck? Because if she can, then that's the counter.
Dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
He might just find he's only ever going to die to a Legion Blink Duel, in which case he may just buy Lincolns.
Yeah, I'd buy
Then
Lincolns.
they really will struggle, because Ogres, you can't really just walk at a Puck and stun him.
No,
Similar
because
with Wraith
you can
King,
see him.
you probably can't even blink stun him because.
No, you can't blink stun a Puck. First you've got the blink reaction time, then Wraith King has to lift his hand in the air, and then it's still a projectile.
Exactly.
So Puck is absolutely fine against Wraith King, unless he goes Abyssal Blade, but that doesn't come up for half the game at least, because Wraith King still needs to get probably an Armlet, a Deso, or a Radiance, and then maybe a an Abyssal. So I think we'll see if the split pushing pack is necessary. Maybe they'll just win the early game so hard and Bounty will give them 20k net worth, and then
Maybe, yeah. So it's
Then,
Ollie on Tiny.
yeah, not
So if it's,
pos
I
one,
suppose if
Ollie.
it's the right click Tiny, it's not what we were theory crafting in the blink combos sort of thing. Probably be going that. What was it that people used to go? Just shred shard. Like, was it Masker Man that people used to buy? I can't actually remember.
No, I
now.
think that was a long time ago. The thing is, you can play pos one Tiny, still one-shotting people with Avalanche Toss, but the more traditional TI standard was to max out tree grabs. So you only have rank 1 Avalanche, rank 1 Toss, and you're just
Yeah.
about farming. You just, I
see,
can't remember
I
what
see.
items you went. I think Echo Saber was good because you can't not on Tiny, and then
Well, with your 2 first spells, Max, you can clear creep waves. You just can't really farm jungle that well. It's a lot of mana. But,
it's a lot of mana.
Oh, it's Shadowblade. That's the item everyone used to go, isn't it? Shadowblade.
Ah, yes,
So they've got
Shadowblade, yeah.
Bounty now, so
Shadowblade is still a really good item for Tiny, just because
yeah.
it helps you get into the fight, gives you move speed. But remember the raid boss Tiny, get a Satanic. I think it was Sumail. I know they didn't win TI, but Sumail on Tiny, there was a point where it was 1 versus 5 and they just had to leave him because they could not fight him.
Oh, is that around the Roche pit?
Yeah, it was. Because they had Lycan. Now, something funny about Lycan...
that was against LGD, I think. BC LGD. I remember that. That was very good, very strong.
It was.
It's a hero that would always be sort of 5k now for head, wouldn't it? Wasn't it? In the
Oh
MCI?
yeah, the farming is so good. But Lycan has the 2nd highest win rate. But interestingly, you never see Lycan these days. Like, do you ever see him in your pubs? I barely see Lycan yet. Lycan is still the highest win rate hero. Everyone moans about Tinker. But
Yeah.
Lycan is one of those heroes which pretty much endlessly sits at the top of the charts.
He does.
But no one plays it, which is
Oh,
interesting.
I actually don't know. Like, I don't know if he's good or not, or if he just wins games because spammers pick him, sort of thing.
Yeah, but are there
feel like
is he a spammable hero? I mean, Visage spammers you can understand, right? Very technical hero, really good at pushing, high skill cap. But Lycan,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you
Well,
can push quickly, but
I remember when one of my friends made a new account, Smurf account, just because his main had bad behavior score, and the hero he chose to go from sort of 3k MR all the way up to sort of 8k was Lycan because you can win games really quick.
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's sort of spam hero for some.
Oh right, Smurf is
boost,
hero.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough to sort of influence the win rate over a whole bracket. So I don't know.
It's definitely about the quick games if you're trying to boost yourself. That's true. Just turn down the hero minimap hero size. There you go. The last game I played of Lycan, I tried the offlane Lycan, the TI standard, and I had Dave playing Sven. And Sven Lycan, now that is a fun combo because you bite the Sven, he pops his god strength, kind of like Tiny. He just runs in and just murders everybody. Also gets free crit as well.
The classic thing of Sven is, I'm being kited. If you've been bitten by a Lycan, you're very, very difficult.
Your haste move speed and you crit. So it's just everything he wants and more. Plus the thing is, you're still playing Lycan. You're still a pretty good hero. Like, even though they've got to stop the Sven running at you and trying to kite him, but then there's also a Lycan. And, Lycan, even with a couple of items, can still do a lot of damage. You just need Helm of the Overlord and a big creep, and you can pretty much murder any support with your wolves.
Yeah.
So
then the creeps on the support, there's really nothing they can do. I was just thinking, I know we're talking about Lycan a lot, but thinking back, when they nerfed the Necronomicon, I probably thought that was going to make it useless hero, but it's just not. The Helm of the Overlord is
nerfed it. They just removed it.
Oh, sorry, removed it. That's what I meant removed, yeah.
It was just gone. See you later. That's been taking a lot of damage, but see, there's the heal. Immediately removes the Thunderstrike, so it's the power of the press the attack. But Veteran taking a lot of damage. Ollie gonna die? Yeah, too much minus armor. Ollie's got to be so careful in this lane. And I think he should have started with some rings of protection or something, because Veteran has a Blightstone and Lil Shredder. Lil Shredder is, I think, 4 minus armor or something like that, plus the Blightstone. Ollie was on -6 armor, which is, this early in the game, not how much armor you want to be on. I know he gets 10 the second he skills his ult. 12, actually. But until then, Snapfire is the ultimate counter to Tiny.
Very good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he's base 0 armor, so the Blightstone and Lil Shredder can get that to -7.
I think he has a slightly more than 0 armor. He's got he's got something like 0.2 or something. Yeah, is it 0.5? Under the tower he gets a little bit of armor, but yeah, it's tough for Tiny. When he gets 6, he'll be fine. He gets a massive, massive chunk of armor. 12 armor from leveling up a spell once seems a bit insane to me, but you know, that's tiny for you. Brex with the 2 points of Janada. If we're just having a look at that Shuriken toss, it goes up to, yeah, 200 damage, but it has a 5-second cooldown. I remember...
That's a Teemo, very far up top lane.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Did he get hit by the Jewel Breath? Yes, he did. Kind of surprised, putting on the pain. Brex, yeah, will not get the kill.
He went
but
for a last hit, and they were just ready for him to do that.
He was too far up. Yeah, I think he's level 4, so he thought, oh, yeah, I'm higher level than these guys. But, you know, Bounty hits really hard. Even 1 or 2 points in Janada is 100 bonus damage. So, big slap in the face. But then he does go down. Bit of a fight going on here. But Veteran is level 3. I'm surprised he doesn't just go for a full Lil Shredder. But he's just wants to absorb the XP from the pull. A nice stack pull here. That's a lot. That's the whole creep wave denied. So backwards hello. He's just missed the entire wave.
I guess Veteran got a bit of the XP, but yeah.
Yeah, that's not
nice
worth
pull.
it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice pull.
Yeah, good. I'm surprised he didn't just beeline straight for the pull. I mean, now he's just farming the rest of the camp, which is a good idea.
So despite Ollie dying, he's got level 4 before backwards hello.
Yeah.
With that.
Cocopium, great stack and pull. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the warding and the pull camps at the moment. I feel like if you're playing any lane these days, you have to start with some wards and sentries. Oh, they've thrown him. Yeah, there it is. Kinetic field, perfect. Perfect kinetic field, he does. But they heal. 1 right click. Oh, he heals just enough. That's the problem with Thunderstrike.
So...
You know what I'm really surprised with? That he committed for 2 points of Thunderstrike. I mean, I know normally fine, but in this lane, I think I would have just gone Glimpse immediately.
What's even sadder about that for the Radiant is they were so close to getting a kill on two occasions with that last right click, and Veteran had a salve conveniently on his Curious. He's back to full HP without even any delay.
Oh, he knew.
It's really annoying.
I feel like he should be spamming Lil Shredder a little bit more. There you go. Look how much damage does to Ollie. Nice cookie as well, but the kinetic field, perfectly placed. He knew it was happening. The other problem with playing a hero like Tiny, right, is it's the opposite of Terrorblade or Morphling. High HP, low armor, whereas Terrorblade is obviously the opposite. The problem is Tangos heal a flat amount of health. So trying to get 1,000 health back with just Tangos is a pain, whereas Terrorblade just needs to get maybe 600 health back. So, yeah, and same with Morphling, even less. You have maybe 400 health. Oh, him taking a lot of damage in the top lane. Oh, there's the Jewel Breath, and see, Miles has gone into the jungle. Might be okay. Oh, Miles cancelling his stun. Realizes he doesn't need it. That was really, really careful placement. Now he's going to throw out the Ignite. Oh, Bakinda, he had a mango. Is it going to be a kill on Tim? Yeah, it definitely is. Brex is running at him. Doesn't even get the gold. Wants to steal the gold. Instead, going to steal some gold from Miles. But I think we missed the kill in the bot lane. They actually did manage to take down Ollie. Obviously, the Tango's just not healing him up quick enough. He's about to hit level 5, though. About 1 XP to level 5. And when he's level 6, he will be okay in this lane, but... maybe they'll be able to get another kill on him first.
So, question. SS in mid lane these days, he's got a Wraith Band, so I'm assuming he's... Do you still go Wraith Band duels, or is that a sign of a right-clicking build?
I think just one Wraith Band versus Null Talisman is always an interesting question, because Null Talisman gives you the spell amp and the mana regen. But then Wraith Band does help because you are an agi hero. Having some right-click is nice. I hope he doesn't go right-click Shadow Fiend, because I still think the Raise Yule Shadow Fiend, you know, ult Requiem is just so much better. But we'll see. We'll see. You still hit hard. The problem is you are the least mobile right-clicking core of all time. You have nothing to help yourself, and your ultimate becomes a little bit useless when you have no setup for it. Unless your team have set up, like maybe Bane or something. But yeah, I think he is going right-click. First item, treads.
Yeah, he's got treads, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. I mean,
he's got Bloodlust though. He has got Bloodlust.
Oh yeah. I mean, he will right-click hard. The question is, can the team make space for him? He's not Sniper. He doesn't have long range. He's not Drow. He doesn't have slow on all his attacks and Gust. He's not Mirana, who has leaps. He's not Clinks, who has Invis and really fast speed. He's just got nothing to get away.
They don't have a lot of lockdown like Jewel, but then...
Oh, there's a bit of a gank going in the bot lane. Kate is here, trying to get the double Dream Coil. There it is. Legion Commando, I think it's going to go down. Pretty tanky though. Cookie on top from Veteran. They are still fighting this. Oh my god, Ollie's actually going to go down. This is a 2 versus 3 fight. Backwards Hello is finally going to die. I think Veteran will be next. Glimpse does not take him very far. We have phase shift to get the kill before he kills himself. Oh, almost got himself on the creeps, but I think there might have been a kill happening in another lane. Yeah, Kinder's surprise went down.
It was very close, but he just ticked out to ignite.
That's a bit of revenge there, but a shame that Ollie died even in a 2 versus 3 fight in his favour. He still just takes too much damage from Little Shredder. I mean, Veteran is practically taking half of his HP away, and this is a 1500 HP hero. But he's almost 6, so then you'll never kill him after that, so he just needs to wait for that. A lot of damage going on to Miles. Nice Ice Path, Dual Breath. They might have a sentry, but there's no chance. And a massive crit.
That's a lot of damage, yeah.
Well, Track gives crit chance now. Guaranteed crit. 140% first. And that stacks with Janada, which is now bonus damage rather than a separate hit. So yeah, you're hitting 140 damage extra that also crits. And he gets 130 bonus gold for that kill, which is quite a lot. He's already got the point booster. So he's working towards that Aghanim's as quick as possible. Bit of a fight going in the bot lane. They've used the Tiny combo. It's now level 6 Tiny. They duel him, but he's got way too much armor. You're never going to kill him. I think Veteran's in a bit of trouble. They do have rank 2 Glimpse. Can they bring him back? Yes, they can. But there is a gank coming out from Juju. But Brex, he gets the kill. Nice for Brex to be here. He does need the track goal. Kokopi's just hiding in the trees. They don't know he's there. He just literally went 1 tree down and they just stopped. Can we get the Dream Coil off? That's the question. Brex is stealing a little bit more gold, but I think they will be able to retreat to the tower. And yeah, they are gone.
This Bounty Ags is going to be online sooner than I thought. He's got 2 components already.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show the net worth because you're talking about it. 4.6k. I mean, that's Bounty who's had some kills. Also 43 last hits. I mean, he's got nowhere near the last hits of like Shadow Fiend, but does it matter? He's Bounty. Gold is free. He's like Alchemist. He has a free gold generating ability.
Yeah. So in that fight bottom, the Legion didn't even... So when he dueled the Tiny, he press attacked himself, even though the Snapfire had the what's it called, Thunderstrike on him. But it didn't matter. Right. They didn't kill the Tiny, but... so it was just interesting. But...
Rex is just stalking Juju. I don't know if Juju knows. I feel like he might do. There's the track. Big hit there. But Juju's going to be okay. Has quite a lot of armor. 18 armor on the hero. But Brex still steals 36 of your gold. And at level 20 it becomes 86 of your gold. With the Aghanim's yeah. That's what you're supposed to be doing as Bounty, right? You just need to be annoying them, taking their gold, tracking them, stealing their XP from jungling. And that gives space for your team to do what they want.
But interestingly, so Massimo just pinged they have vision there. And he knows that because he got tracked when Bounty was out of fog, and then he ran in. So it's a good thing to pick up on, I guess. So you see where the ward is on the cliff.
Yeah.
Brex tracked from the low ground to the camp, so he knows.
Right, okay. So they need to do something with it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Brex. Nice, found another kill. Very good. And that's obviously track. 40 extra gold to your teammates. So the teammates don't get a lot from it at the moment, but you get the big gold. Kinder surprise, is he going to go down? The fiery dragon burning to death. Almost, he dodged about the last 3 Mortimer's Kisses on 1 HP.
Oh, no.
That is very unfortunate. But Kinder is alive with his spells up. Does have Ice Path and Macropie ready to go. But I don't think you're killing Wraith King, who still hasn't skilled his ultimate yet. I don't think anyone knows this. Enemy team. There, Kokopi. He's just dropped the ultimate straight away. Veteran's going to go down. And of course, more track gold. Yeah, I mean, every single kill is track gold. Despite that, though, Dire don't have much of a gold deficit. I think their cores have been farming pretty well. Slightly ahead of Ollie is Matutim. But Backwards Flow and Juju are behind Brex and Decate, so I don't know why the gold difference is so close. I think just the differences are really small numbers at the moment.
Both supports have 1,000 more than the Disruptor as well.
Oh yeah, true. That's a big dip. This is a poor Disruptor. 12 minutes in, he's got brown boots and a stick.
It's actually quite a rich Ogre. Have you seen Ogre's items? He's got a veil.
He's got a full veil. Yeah, I mean, Jakiro's actually got more money than him, but Jakiro went for Arcane Boots. I think it's supports going Arcane Boots. It takes up quite a lot of their net worth. Whereas if you just go straight for your first item like Veil, it looks like you've got it quicker. Veil? Gonna drop the Veil? You talked about it? Yeah, there it is. And yeah, this is nice to get a kill on Brex.
That's a great kill.
Yeah, killing spree ended. 411 gold for Wraith King. He's claimed back a bit of his jungle. That's exactly what he needs. Now he has enough gold for the omelet. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Has 3 observables that I guess he's going to be looking to play. So I'm interested to see where if he smokes himself and goes on a little wander at some point.
That is a lot of wards. So yeah, we would expect to see that.
So the puck went first time beauties. I like that.
Yeah, it just immediately BOTs. Didn't even pick up a Yule's first or a Blink or Witchblade. Just
It's going the
straight
Witchblade
bots.
now. But yeah, straight boss. I love straight boss. Oh, I think boss is my favourite item.
Yeah, I know, you
Just
pretty
feels
much have
really
it
strong.
all the time. When I play mids, I tend to go brown boots into an item and then bots. Or a lot of mids, I don't go bots. It depends. But yeah, it's a fantastic item if you can get it. Veteran is in a lot of trouble. He's being chased by Brex. They do dispel the track. But there's another track. Remember, track is giving Bounty a lot of move speed. 446. Can he get there? No, he can't. He's going to back off because he knows that Juju's turned up. Kinder is waiting to do a nice path. Just about catches Tioga on the edge, but are they going to commit the Dream Call? At the moment, they're not. That is a fantastic glimpse. That brings them together. Out comes the Macropire, but they've got the Taunt. There we go. We got the dual Veteran using the Mortimer's Kisses, and that is going to be a great kill on Decay. And I think Jakira is going to go down too. Look at the massive damage done by an Armlet Wraith King. And what is happening under the tower? Brex manages to sneak an under the tower kill. He can.
Already.
14 minutes in. He has so much net worth. Even though he just died. Look at that net worth.
Dive supports, like, priority has to be when there's that sort of those fights with a lot of people. You just have to have a sentry down.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, Brex went under the tower for his kill and he got out. I mean, having Ags at 14 minutes is really, really going to be irritating for the Dire team. But that was a great turnaround. They've got a combo that I used to like playing in Ranked. Legion Commander Snapfire. Duel into Mortimer's Kiss is pretty much a kill on anyone you want. And that's why he's gone straight away Blink Dagger. And interestingly, going Armlet on Legion. I thought maybe... I guess this isn't the game for Blade Mail. There's not many hard-hitting right-clickers on the enemy team. Pretty much only Tiny. And Tiny doesn't even hit very fast, so... Yeah, I agree. Maybe I like the Armlet.
Bit of stacking going on in the Radiant Triangle for Ollie here.
Yeah, he does need to catch up. He's still the poorest core at the moment. Then he is Tiny, so he does farm quickly, but he doesn't have 20 minutes into the game yet, Ag Shard. So it becomes a bit depressing when you run out of tree branch pickups.
It does.
Let's have a look at the player levels as well. Any hero standing far ahead of everyone else? Nope. Very close, actually. It's just Brex who's unusually far ahead, but he has the full Aghanim Scepter now.
Peeking mid with the new Ags.
Oh, look at that from Kokopium. Immediately gets two of them. They split instantly from the Macropire. There comes up the duel from backwards. Hello, putting some burst onto the cape. It's just not enough damage. Really big right clicks coming out from Juju, but now we have the Dream Coil. I think backwards hello is going to go down. What's happening behind the tower? Brex trying to get a kill. Veteran is on about 1 HP. So after all of that, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah, Brex gets it. The range after the bounce, I'm sure even Veteran was saying to himself, what is that range? It's 1,000 cast range on track, but it doesn't say what the bounce is.
That bounce range is crazy. All I could hear in that fight was that Jinard and
1,200. Yeah.
He just got his Ags, he's got 1,600 gold.
1,200 range is the bounce range, by the way, but 700 cast range on track as well on the Shuriken. Look at that. Instantly picking off Juju. It's Ollie who gets the kill here, so he's going to be happy with that. And there's going to be another kill. Brex, it's just kill after kill after kill. Every single kill he's picking up 130 bonus gold. And Aghanim's
like a snowball.
Aghanim's does a lot, right? Oh, there we go. There's the duel. I'm not sure why we've gone for the duel. They're trying to use Mortimer's Kisses. Actually, they were so close to killing the puck, so close to killing Brex as well. They just need to throw out a Shuriken, and there is another kill for Brex. Although Kokopium will fall. But is it worth it? Yes. They thought the combo of duel plus Mortimer's Kisses was enough, but unfortunately it wasn't.
Heartbreaking that they needed something there. They went for the play, and you can't account for those kind of living on 1 HP. It's really unfortunate.
No, you can't. Just a slight miscalculation, but I mean, it's.
I think the last kisses, he had one more, and he threw it away from where the puck was coming out of phase shift.
Oh, did he miss it? That's a shame. It's every fight that goes well for the Radiant. Even though we're 17 minutes in, there's only 3,000 gold lead. It's already seeming like it has the potential to snowball out of control. Brex is on 9k net worth. He can already afford the Ether Lens completely. Shuriken gets more cast range when you get Aghanims. I think, 175 more cast range for free. And then it applies Janada, which is a 220 bonus damage, which means it's basically over doubling the damage of Shuriken Toss. Shuriken already gets a 170% multiplier. I don't know if that applies to Janada, because Janada also is an auto attack and track does give it extra crit. So I'm not quite sure how that works, but it's the extra cast range Janada, stealing gold, hitting hard. it's just so good. And there's a Janada talent at level 10, which of course he's taken, and I'm sure he'll take the Shuriken toss damage talent as well.
I just noticed something. This Legion's managed to duel this puck 3 times, and I've just looked at the puck's quick buy, and he's like, nah, I've had enough of this. He's buying that Lincoln's. Because I was thinking before the game, there's one. Well, Lincoln's is good when there's one spell to block.
Oh yeah, because that is the one spell you're not going to get hit by.
They only have 3 click spells, and they're all stunned, so that's perfect.
Yes, exactly.
They're all locked down.
So, how are you going to Ollie summoning the voice line that he doesn't have? I mean, how are they going to lock down Puck, who has Boots of Travel, is already a Puck, the most irritating hero in the game, but also has a Lincoln. So they're going to have to buy... this is what I tend to go, almost no matter what, Heaven's Halberd on Legion Commander, because it just gives you an instant break Lincolns. Because I've learnt from playing Legion, I have lost so many games where I'm maybe 300 dual damage, but I forget to have a Lincoln's breaking item. By the time I've built it, it's too late. Because I needed other items, I needed BKB, etc. So when I play Legion, I just always think ahead and get that Lincoln's breaking item early. So I think he should consider it. Otherwise, Puck is never going to die, ever. Unless a big Shadow Fiend ult like somehow one-shots him, but it's not going to be the case because he's going right-click Shadow Fiend. Which I'm not a big fan of. But we'll see.
He's going to BKB. Early BKB is strong, gives you a nice sort of, when you're on the back foot, a nice timing to potentially get some fights off and regain some control, but he's very poor now. He's even poorer than the Tiny as an SF.
Well,
Tiny had a rough lane.
Yeah, Ollie did
actually,
have
Ollie's just caught
start.
up, to be fair. He's not very poor. Brex is just very rich.
Brex does skew everything at the moment, yeah, because Brex's last hitting is below pretty much every core by at least 30, but it doesn't matter because he stopped farming. He's just farming heroes now. Bounty Hunter doesn't need a farming mechanic. Yeah, Aether Lens, Ags. I don't know what you go next. You think you go full Octarine Core just for the lowest cooldown possible Janada Shuriken Toss spam. And it also lowers the cooldown of Shadow Walk, always nice.
Maybe he gets that Psychic Headband for even more cast range.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Very cool.
I didn't realise how good his Ag Shard was. I thought it was 30% damage reduction. It's actually 35%. It means that his attack out of stealth stuns for a second, and it lowers the cooldown by a third. I mean, that shard does everything. If it was just 35% damage reduction while invisible, I might almost think that that's just worth it by itself. I didn't realise it gave so much on top. Pretty insane.
Shard. It used to be 40% as well.
Yeah, it was when it came out, and then he was just so hard to kill. I mean, he still is. 35%, I think, was a buff from 30, or maybe I made that up. But yeah, he's a tanky hero. 35% damage reduction is like hitting Bristleback from the back. It's almost that sort of level. So.
Is it? What's Bristlebacks?
I think it's
like 60.
I thought it was 40. I know Mars is really high, like something like. Is it 40?
It's 40, yeah. Bristleback, yeah.
So 35, so it's nearly Bristleback.
Mars is 70.
Yeah, but Mars is a small
Front
angle from the
side.
front. Yeah, side is a bit less. Yeah, Mars is amazing. You can just sit there and tank, like a Ricky, for example, on Mars. He has to hit you from behind. If he hits you from the front, you take almost no damage from Ricky. This Bristleback is always known as the counter to Ricky, because Ricky wants to hit you from the back, and Bristleback doesn't take damage from the back.
It's true. I've actually never thought about that.
Have you not?
No.
It's a classic counter. Bristleback into Ricky.
Got the haste here. I'm
And
just going to watch him because he's a strong hero.
Let's have a look then.
Just the track. Money,
Yeah.
Money.
You get twice the money because the Janada that comes off of Shuriken Toss is separate. But oh my god, Brex, he just out of position. Backwards hello comes in with the duel. I mean, Brex was completely 1-man-9 with it. He did not expect Matotim to hit him quite so hard.
That's a mega kill. That's a nice gold boost to the Wraith King. The Wraith Kings, who when we were paused was 1,500 gold behind him, is now 300 gold.
Well, he's got the Desolator. Desolator Armlet is the sort of all-in damage Wraith King build. Sometimes you can go Radiance after Armlet instead. Oh, nice deny on the tower. That's how I've played Wraith King before, the actual Armlet Radiance. But if you do go Armlet Deso, yeah, the right clicks are absolutely deadly. What's the guaranteed crit? 270%. It's nearly a triple crit, and it's 100% chance to happen. It's not like, oh, I hope I crit. Oh, they see Kinder. We do have Blink Dagger. Jewel is up in 2 seconds. 1 second. They've seen Ollie as well. They just need to pick up anyone. Misses Ollie. Decides to go for Kinder. You see the cast range talent just absolutely doing work. And they get the duel, but there is the ultimate coming out from Kokokum. They did not expect Juju to have the BKB already. The BKB is up. I noticed that he actually disassembled his Dragon Lance. Can they? Yep, track has been dispelled. Tim's stunned. Unfortunately, he's not going to land on Puck. And now Bounty's getting big damage up. It's time for Radiant to put some pain on. Veteran. It's being hit by Ollie, but Ollie doesn't have a tree branch at the moment. It doesn't matter. Still going to be a kill. Ollie is shadow blading away. You're never going to get the Puck, I'm afraid, no matter how hard you try. Brex putting in a bit of damage, but he is very low. He's got to be careful. Wraithkin just needs one right click, and he's going to get a kill. But Kinetic Field, just holding him. Nope, there it is. 700 damage.
Big right click.
Absolutely huge. So, after all that fight, I mean, barely anything happened. A couple of kills were exchanged on supports, but I mean, I think it's still looking good for the Dire. They had a bit of a rough start. It looked like the Bounty was going to scale out of control, but it's as I fear. The Radiant's team fight, even with a great Disruptor ult, the enemy BKB, then what? You've got nothing. You can BKB Dreamcoil, you can BKB Disruptor Static Storm, then there's nothing. Nothing they can do.
Interestingly, have you seen Juju's items? I didn't actually know you could do that.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about that mid-fight. Maybe I should have waited till after, but he disassembled the Dragon Lance, now he's rebuilding it.
Yeah.
But because he did that, he had BKB up for the fight and he didn't die. So actually, it was genius. Some nice 25 attack speed is a lot for a level 10 talent. Wraith King only gets 15. So, you know, that's a really nice steroid. Then you have 3 damage per soul at level 20. And 3 damage per soul is 60 damage.
60 attack speed from Bloodlust when it's maxed.
Bloodlust goes up to 60, does it? That's a lot. 13% move speed, 60 attack speed. You can get another 25 attack speed on it at level 20. So it's very
He'll be hitting
strong.
hard. He will be hitting hard.
He will be hitting hard. Even did you see him in these fights when he gets pressed the attack, which gives I think 140 attack speed? He's just an absolute machine gun.
I'll tell you what, when they push with the shard, is the shard to do with the buildings now?
No, it's a talent now. Level 15 talent.
Oh, okay, so yeah, he's gonna take it, I think.
Well, interestingly, Shadow Fiend has always been this hero who's kind of halfway between a spellcaster and a right clicker, and you have the choice of which one you want to build it. His shard used to be the spell amp, so it was sort of the magic buff. Well, first it was Presence of the Dark Lord gives a magic resistance reduction aura. Then it was just have spell amp based on every soul. Then they made it a right clicking shard, took it away from the spellcasting Shadow Fiend. So I don't know if he'll go that. It does give a guaranteed crit on a 3-second cooldown, but it does cost a soul. I'm never sure if it's worth it, to be honest.
I guess one soul isn't, because you either have 20 souls or you.
But then as you start using them up in the fights, right? Like you'll be on like 19, then 18, then 17.
I guess it's just it works out that you're just doing more damage because of the crits, though. I suppose.
Yes, you still do. It still do a lot of damage, but I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm a fan of it or not. I think if someone ran the numbers, it would still be good.
If he has lots of attack speed, he could lose a lot of souls quite quick, I'd say.
Yeah, well, it's 3-second cooldown actually. It's just you're always going to be losing one soul every 3 seconds. Doesn't matter your attack speed. Oh, bit of a fight under the tower. Nearly one-shots Jakira, but not quite. He doesn't really care. He's got his ultimate. He's in absolutely no danger whatsoever. And Bloodlust for the Legion, Bloodlust for the Shadow Fiend, Bloodlust for the Wraith King. You were saying they should pick some heroes who benefit from Bloodlust. Well, their entire team are super useful with it. And it just goes straight in on Brex. Brex is a very tanky hero. But even still, it does a lot of damage to him. Look how quickly they're taking that tower. You almost didn't see that tower. Minus 70. Have you ever seen a tower with minus armor? I think I've never seen that.
So what's supplying the Desolator?
Presence of the Dark Lord. You're never going to stun the Puck. He tries again and again. The Decay's reaction speeds are just too quick, but it doesn't matter. They've taken the tier 2 tower already. Stealing a little bit of... Whoa, that Shuriken did quite a lot. But now, finally, top of the net worth mattered him. So, Deso is 6. Presence of the Dark Lord is 7. So you're on 13. And Lil Shredder is... I think 4? Something like that.
It's a Roche. They got a nice award.
And look, minus armor team strikes again. Presence to minus 14 armor.
Away.
Oh, they also have a solar crest.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, Roche just has no chance. I mean, They also find Kokopium. He was trying to have a look and scout the Roche, but unfortunately he's going to pay for it with his life, and they're still going to lose the Roche. Bit of split pushing Ollie. Ollie actually took a whole tier 2 tower. Ollie's a top of net worth, even after being behind, and their team unfortunately losing.
Yeah, he's got 4k gold.
Another player.
5k gold.
Yeah, going to get that BKB. I think
AC.
Ollie. Oh no, AC. Not going for BKB. I clicked the wrong target, but I think Ollie will have to get a BKB at some point, maybe after the AC. But he has gone the full sort of.
I guess
damage build.
AC is needed against this minus armor team.
Yes. Thankfully,
Gives
Tiny
armor.
has a lot of free armor, so the early game, early mid game is great for Tiny when you're rocking 24 bonus armor, and then AC gives you
Gives
another
something to,
15. So
How much does it give to your team? Is it 5 as an
5
order,
to your
I think?
team, yeah, 5 to your team, and takes away 5 from the enemy as well. Also attack speed given to your team, but no one on this team really right clicks. I'm just worried for the Radiant's late game. They've got amazing split push, and I think the Radiant unfortunately going to have to play full split push. I mean, Brex has the Octarine core, so he can just poke the enemy team, make it hard for them to push by weakening them. But the Dire have the right idea. They're saying, well, look, they're going to split push us. We're ahead. Let's just kill absolutely everything. He's gone Skeleton's attack damage at level 15. So, I mean, they've gone every single tower pushing ability they possibly can.
Once they can hit buildings, those buildings do die.
Oh, they're gone. They're just gone.
So they're going to have to get back now because they're going to threaten high ground Sagas.
Yeah, upgraded Skeletons. You got a catapult.
This bounty's going to be pesky.
Look at this tower. It barely touched it. Yeah, I mean, Master Tim is instantly going to die. No, he's not, because there's the shard on the Legion Commander. Press the attack, and he will be okay. And they took the tier 3 tower with absolutely zero consequence. But Ollie took another tower in the top lane because Ollie is being Ollie. He's actually going to walk up to the high ground. He's saying to my team, look, don't fight. Just hold them for a bit. And Ollie, the other tower hitting hero. The funny thing is, Tiny is so good against buildings. He's practically entire hero by himself, entire team by himself. But they have found him. And yeah, Ollie is going to go down. He throws backwards hello up in the air. Nearly gets the kill. Nearly kills both of them, but not quite. And there will be a kill. But he took the entire enemy team back, or 3 of them at least. Nearly took the tier 3 tower.
So he has got the Octarine, like you said, on bounty now.
It's nice. It's a nice item for bounty. It means he can just spam his spells more. Thank you very much, Sam. 13 months. People finally ticking over a year now, which is pretty cool.
Hoggers.
Exactly. The weird thing is, Radiant are actually still ahead of net worth, but I feel like Dire are so much stronger. I'm surprised Juju is this far down in net worth, and actually backwards hello, who now has 80 dual damage, is really far behind in net worth.
Doesn't really matter. He's there for the press the attack at this point, isn't he?
That's
and
true.
the duel.
That's
The
true.
Lincoln's on puck now, so
Well, I think
he's had it for a while.
the split pushing commences.
It does, I think.
But
So
Dire
maybe they can
know
take
that Dire can just
they
push
got-
through.
They got better team fight though, I'd say. They
The
got
Dire
Static
do.
Storm.
No, I reckon
True.
Dire do. BKB, none of that goes through BKB.
Oh,
you can't
true.
stun the puck. You can't stun the puck. Stop trying. There's the duel. It's enough to kill the Jakiro. Yeah, they just need to get close enough. Almost got a kill on backwards though. Now they're going to go hard onto Ollie. Ollie does not have the BKB, so he's going to go straight down. Radiant just need to avoid team fighting, because as you saw there, they did get a kill on backwards though, which was nice. Breck picked up the kill. But
Kate's doing a bit of split push, bit of a wave push.
it's what you've got to do. What you've got to do. I mean, the Dire are so good at destroying buildings and winning team fights with much higher DPS that what the Radiant have to do is every single possible opportunity. I don't know why he even tries to
Well, he
stun
blinked
the
on
puck.
the spot though. He blinked in. Oh, okay. The
Yeah,
puck
it's-
actually blinked right on the spot.
Ah, it was a mistake. Okay, they glimpsed back to him, but they're not going to kill him. But I mean, Brex is so good at stopping a push just by doing this. Look how much damage he does to these heroes. He steals their gold. He delays them. When he hits level 20, he'll be stealing more gold. Look, he's got them, their whole team to
That
go
is
back by
crazy.
himself. So it's
That
all
is-
about the delay. Brex will steal their money. You've got Puck with Travels who can take out every creep wave, and if Ollie can make it to a building, the building is immediately dead. So that's sort of how they've got to play on the Radiant.
I think Miles should get a Lotus. Oh, he just bought a Glimmer Cape. Never mind. He had 3k gold. But
Yeah, I don't like Glimmer so much against Bounty Hunter. I definitely would go Lotus. Track being dispelled by Lotus is just Bounty's biggest weakness.
yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how Bounty deals with the Lotus. Also, it means that the Shuriken toss goes back to him,
True.
which will
So if
hurt
you're
a little
Radiant,
bit.
What do you do now? You just try and split push and keep this bounty being pesky. Because their
Yes.
3 cores are high net worth, so it's just this timing that the Dire have, I think. I don't know that they're going to remain strong for a while, because once they get BKBs on Tiny, and Bounty gets his BKB soon as well, it could be completely different team fights.
Well, we'll see. They do need BKB on the Tiny, and they've used a smoke on the Dire, but I think...
They've had a gold lead the whole time on Radiant, though, despite all of the Dire's pressure, which is
Well,
surprising. They took so many towers, and they're still not ahead.
That's Bounty. It's Bounty, really. They just need to poke the enemy team and to cut waves. I don't like that they're all staying 5-man and trying to fight. I think they would be much better off just split pushing, because it's so hard for them to win a team fight against the raw damage that comes out from the Dire. Dire are like a DPS team. They have every single damage buff possible, and they hit so incredibly hard, whereas Radiant have these sort of pick-off heroes. Maybe you can get a little kill here and there, but they need to be split pushing. I mean, Jakiro plus Bounty can probably hold a lane by themselves, macropire the wave and spam shurikens. No one's surviving that. Needs level 18 on Bounty as well. It really buffs up track. Oh, they've gone in for the duel. Is it going to be a kill on Cocopium? Yes, it is just about going to be a kill. Again, they need to stop fighting. They drop the Dream Core, but the Dream Core only goes on one hero. A massive crit goes into Puck, who's only got 12 base armor. And they will escape. Does he? Even more minus, like you said. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out. We've got the Macropire, but the Dire really don't care about the Macropire. They're just going to walk out of it. But that Mortimer's Kisses did so much damage. Buck has to go back. Rex is nearly dead. We don't have detection from him, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter if Matutin dies, because of course he does have the Aegis. Minus 20 armor on the tower at some point. Oh, Puck managed to get a kill. Found a kill on the Ogre, and they have sent them back. Ollie is now here, but they know their vision of him. Ollie's going to run in regardless, but he's a very tanky hero. They've dusted him as well, so he's very slow. It's a 20% slow on dust. Juju's in a bit of trouble. He does have BKB. He now pops it, gets tracked after the BKB, has double damage as well.
He's probably going to die. They do see him, like I said.
He's got no way to escape. Another BKB, mini BKB. Gets silenced. Nice use of Glimpse. Now he's just going to immediately go down. This is a great kill. Finally, the Radiant. They've been patient enough to win the team fight. That is how Radiant have to win. No big committals to team fights. Just chasing and pick off. Rex will also find a kill. And there's another kill from Decay. Really good play. If Radiant win this game, it will be from really careful planning and outplaying. That was a fantastically played fight.
Yeah, the Puck did amazing that fight. Silence on the Requiem on the high ground, getting the snap fire there at the end. That was a good place. They're back now. I think now it's going to be actually really difficult for Dire to remount that sort of momentum again.
I agree.
That's my prediction.
I think the Dire don't want a prolonged fight, and that's exactly what happened. But when you're fighting the enemy base, they have buybacks, you know, they have all the means to prolong it. And they're going to start chopping Matto, but he does have the Aegis, the reincarnation, of course. No stun ever is going to land on the Puck. He is way too careful with his phase shift. And he's just going to go down. Nice Dream Core. That's going to get Miles in it as well. And he just can't do anything this rating. He's completely controlled to death. And the nice thing about Radiant is they have a Tiny. And you know what Tiny is all about? Absolutely insane tower damage. By himself, he equals an entire team. Which I don't know if that's a good game balance, but it's part of the game. So
We'll leave Blade on the Puck as well now. Oh, here we go.
yeah, wow. Just go straight in. Tries to get Legion Commander. Legion Commander silence, so can't use press the attack. Will be okay. They do drop the glyph. But Ollie has his BKB finally, so that's going to be a big help. Also, free status resistance for Tiny. You don't even need to buy a standard Yasha and you get 15%. That's probably one of the greatest level 20 core talents in the game.
Buyback. Wow.
But he wants the racks. He runs away. Oh, there's the duel. There's duel onto Tiny. They drop the Lincolns on him, but a little bit too late. But never mind. Tiny is going to claim 20 bonus duel damage. I mean, backwards Hello ran in, probably thought there was going to be some follow-up. There was a buyback from Matto, but it's too late. And now the gold lead is 17,000. I mean, remember, you've got Track in every single kill. Track giving 320 gold to Bounty, which is like another kill. But 120 gold to everyone else on your team. It is so much free gold. And he's stealing gold from Janada every single time.
Now this SF does look poor in the net worth.
He does. Yeah, 10,000 on the lead. I mean, Jakiro is nearly overtaking. He's actually going for Aghanims. You don't see Aghs that often on Jakiro, but it does add 400 range, 20-second duration, and it does pure damage. I mean, what does it usually last? It usually goes 10 seconds. 30-second macro fire. I mean, how long would that delay a push where the entire lane is just lava for 30 seconds? And it does pure damage, and it pierces BKB. And the other Aghanims which you're desperate for, which unfortunately we're not going to see, but the Aghanims on Disruptor, obviously muting items, stops those BKBs.
Yes, that's a good point actually.
Would be a
It's not
nice one
going
to see.
yet, but... So what could the Dire do now?
Well,
That's
it's
okay.
hard.
They haven't
Then.
got any split. They haven't got any delay heroes like the Radiant have been doing for the sort of. They've had, you know, the Pug's been pushing away as a bounty, but now the Dire are behind. They don't really have those heroes. They have pick off with the Legion.
Yeah, they've
it's
almost missed their chance. They could kill a tower in about 2 seconds, but they have to team fight. But Radiant now 17k gold ahead, and Ollie with the BKB and the Chrysalis. It's no longer a guaranteed team fight win if the Dire 5-man. The Radiant are strong, and Ollie also has 20 bonus dual damage, which is very nice. And Brex is annoying with his BKB as well, so he's not even an easy pick up. Nearly level 20, he's going to love that Janata gold talent, which I'm assuming he's going to take. 2 smokes. Yeah, it's broken. The puck ran into the Wraith King, so nothing is going to happen now. Ward's been thrown down by Miles. They're preparing for Roche, but no one is really doing anything in the meantime. You only have 1 route to travel in this game, I believe. There's only 1 travels in the entire game. It's on Puck. So if Puck wants to travel somewhere, someone has to use their regular TP to go back. But as we know, TP has twice the cooldown almost of travels. Well, Puck with the quickening charm, 35-second cooldown TP. So if he TPs, in half the time he can TP back. So yeah, I would like to see him. They just
When you have like travels and the other team doesn't, it gives you so much freedom to just split them up.
then I think you need to buy travels. I mean, I'd like to see.
Who buys travels though?
I mean, you could have bought it on Shadowfiend.
Doesn't really want to sell his Trez now though.
No, he doesn't. But I think he should have considered it, especially
I see,
against the Puck.
before, yeah.
I know Treads is good DPS, but I think having travels is just too necessary. But it also speeds up your farming. Oh, here we go. The fight's starting. Matto runs straight and they immediately kill Kokopin. This is good for the Dire. Dream Call on 3. And then a bit of a backing off. Again, the Radiant are doing this perfectly. Look, they're having a very slow, drawn-out fight. The massive damage going into Ogre. And I think Ogre is going to die. He's being chased. Yep, Shuriken. Never mind, the E-Blade's going to get it. The Radiant just have these long fights. And the Dire, they don't have enough crowd control to get kills. They have killed both the supports, actually. Thanks to, basically, Wraith King by himself. Matto Tim just managed to get 2 solo kills.
Yeah.
3 versus 5. They've got a Sun to Ollie. They blink him.
Oh.
There goes the Linkins onto Ollie. Really nicely used. A lot of damage, but can they kill Ollie? Ollie is an absolute raid boss. Can they bring him down? He's very close to dying. Shadowblade in 3 seconds. There's the silence. Chasing the Wraith King. Wraith King will go down. Ollie actually managed to survive out of all of this. There's no way you're going to kill that Puck. Juju doesn't have BKB, doesn't have Satanic. Actually, Brex managed to find kills on Veteran. He's going to get a kill on Mars as well. Brex just chasing down these poor supports with the BKB. Gets a double kill by himself. You've got E-Blade onto Juju. Juju does use his ult. Just gets immediately phase shifted. Doesn't catch anyone. And Brex just goes straight back in. They drop the Satanic. A lot of damage onto Brex. A beautiful Ice Path from Kinder Surprise holding Mattis in place. He's trying to TP out. Do they have any way to counter it? No, they do not. But they have found Juju. Juju's BKB is back up, so he will BKB TP.
That was really well. So the Puck placed the Lincolns on the Tiny in that fight. I think you saw it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He didn't get jeweled, and then he lived on 1 HP despite that. And at the end, then Brex lives on 1 HP. I'd be fuming if I wasn't by. But good place for the Radiant.
It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Found the back on his own, cleaning up.
Yeah, that's why his net worth went from 3rd highest to highest, because he just gets so much gold, and he has Janata gold steal now. 86 gold. I mean, this bounty has his own boots of travel, has a blink dagger. He can kill the supports by himself. They cannot fight him. He has 3,000 HP. And look at the control we have on the Wraith King. I say we as if I'm on the Radiant team, but Puck, Kate, just keeping the Wraith King constantly under check. He does have a BKB full duration, which will be nice. But I think we may be seeing some level 25s coming out soon. Yeah, you've got 1 already on the Radiant. That's 250 Waning Rift AoE in range, which is massive. Puck with 5,000 gold in pocket as well. Probably going to go for Sanj and Kaya, but I don't even think you need the Sanj part on Puck. Is he ever disabled? I don't think he's been hit by anything this game. I guess it makes him even harder to kill just in case. Probably get Bloodstone or something if I'm this far ahead.
This Wraith King 6 slot doesn't look like it's going to have an Abyssal in it. Well, at least not anytime soon, because he's got 6 items.
Yeah, going for the Swift Blink instead. I mean, he can kill a support in about 2 seconds. I would like to see the supports picking up some Ghost Scepters for themselves. Still building Agnums on the Jakiro. It's just hard for the die because they can't instantly kill enough people. They can maybe get 1 or 2 pickoffs, but then the Radiant just start kiting them. Ollie is already hard to pick off. 4,000 HP, now has the Aegis and the Satanic. Do they have any counter Satanics? Do they have Skadi? Nope. Do they have Shivas? Nope. Do they have Vessel? Nope. So Tiny pops Satanic, 1 right click, full HP. So yeah, it's hard.
Very difficult.
Tree Bro has this incredible mechanic, which is not worded very clearly on the tooltip. You can't even see the tooltip when he's holding the tree. But you do bonus damage every attack. It's like just having a pre-Vlad's or something, or you know, Lycan's E passive. Just lets Tiny hit even harder than it shows on the tooltip. It's incredible.
Wow.
Something like 40% harder hit.
He's even got a Chrysalis in his backpack.
Backpack Chrysalis, yeah. Well, I think of all the items to put away, that probably was the right one. He's still going to hit hard, and he's going for Daedalus, and looks like they found backwards to low. He just runs away with Shadow, not Shadow Blade, Trix's Glow.
Ooh. Nearly managed to find that kill with the tree throw, but just enough heals. Ags is online for the Jakiro now too. Has Jerome dropped? Is the internet gone? You're here. Maybe doorbell. Hi stream. Pog champ. I want to see some pogs for Roidz in the chat.
Yeah, you do. I'm back.
Is that like a doorbell? Or?
No. Oh, Ollie. He's running away. He's going to be fine. Then him backwards to low back. Exclamation mark Roidz in chat. Oh, there's the stun from Atim. They're trying to go on Ollie. Ollie has the BKB and the Satanic. He's not scared. This is the big Macropire that's going to last the entire team fight now, splitting them pretty much in half. E-Blade on him as well. Manages to pick him off. Fantastic play from Decay. And Ollie goes back to the tower. Tower is gone. Look at the Macropire. It's still there. Is it ever going to go? Or does it just sit there forever? Ollie just goes straight in. He doesn't care. He's got Satanic. He's going to wait for the last moment to use it. Doesn't end up using the Satanic. And now swaps his BKB. We've got the Static Storm up. Backwards is in duel, but does absolutely no damage to Bounty. Now they're going to try and kill Bounty. Yeah, they do have enough damage to kill him. Actually, this is not bad for the die. They had a buyback on Veteran. But otherwise, they've got every single thing up. Ollie just going in. He doesn't care. He's still got his Satanic.
No Wraith King ult?
Yeah, Wraith King is going to die. No buyback on Wraith King. I think this is game now. They only needed 1 pickoff to win that. And I know they don't have Brex. Brex could just buy back the Troubles in. I probably would if I was Brex. Because this game is ending right now. Satanic off the E-Blade. Nice stun in the fantastic play. Yeah, gets the Macropire off. Juju just melts. And Ollie has the toss charges. 2 toss charges. Just keep backwards slow in the air. He does manage to survive buyback from Juju. But you know the sad thing when you buy back on Shadow Fiend? Less souls.
What was the evasion the Legion just got? Because Tiny missed his last hit.
From the Trickster's Cloak. Neutral item. Yeah, 20%. It's very nice, that item. I think it's actually too good, the stats on it. I've never seen someone make so good use of a single E-Blade before. It's just incredible what Decate's managed to do with that item.
It's like Thompson.
Yeah, it is. Thompson and the E-Blade. I mean, Thompson buys it on every hero regardless.
He does, he does.
But he's had some very good E-Blade combos. You know, he made it popular on Void Spirit. He Grimstroke mid with the E-Blade. He's had some good time using it.
He's got an innovative way of playing, isn't he?
Yeah, he plays mid, but he likes burst damage. What can I say? Makes sense.
The gyro diffusal is that's a classic.
Diffusal.
I think this game is going to be.
Ollie's just running in. He's got BKB and Satanic. Oh, look at the Marine Core coming out from the park. There's no Ags on it though, so they can just BKB and walk out. But Kinder gets yet another kill. His Macropire's just on point as well as his Ice Baths. And backward to low, just absolutely helpless. Does manage to get away. Again with Trickster's
Oh,
Stone. Never mind. Ollie
nice.
throws in the tree. And Radiant with the 33k gold lead. You know, I was really skeptical when I saw Radiant's draft, and then I saw their early game where Dire actually were doing pretty good, but somehow they have just dominated the second half of this game.
They
GG
got
has
that one fight they needed. They were stalling for that one fight. Got it, and it's very difficult.
That's true. The snowballing with Bounty. I would love to see how much gold he's stolen, seeing as he had Ags at 14 minutes in the game and had Octane for. GG Satanics off the E-Blade straight away, but look, he just doesn't have any uptime. This is why I do not like right-click Shadow Fiend. No uptime. He's got no mobility, doesn't have very long attack range. I feel like you're much better off trying to set up for the big Arcane Blink sort of one-shot and then go with Razors, and then you can right-click after that, sure. But his ultimates have been inconsequential, not because Juju can't use them well, but how do you set up your ult when you've got no items for it?
True. You're never going to blow someone up with it, but it still has use in its scare factor, in that they might not chase you up high grounds and things, but Decade's been quite good at interrupting with the silence and things, so it does kind of make it a useless ult, to be fair.
No uptime on Juju, we mean like, uptime is for a core to just sit there and right click, time to DPS, but he doesn't really have it because he's always either having to run away or he's just constantly controlled. He doesn't have anything which lets him stay at a safe distance and get his attacks off, so he's just struggled to put out the DPS he's needed to, despite having, you know, a pretty decent set of items. And now he's going to be stuck in the base. At least he can use his razors to clear them. He doesn't even need to, just going to right click. But this is basically Radiant waiting to win now. Oh, they bring him back. Are they able to kill him? They push him back into the static storm. Unfortunately, there's no Aghanims up on the disruptors yet. Ollie is going to go in. They're trying to kill him, but I don't think they have the damage. They pop the Lincolns on him. And backwards hello, just completely controlled. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out, but remember, this is where Radiant shine. Exactly. There we go. Nice burst from Decay. Veteran nearly dies. Actually, almost dying to the Macropie. Yep, that's tied to the puck. Radiant win every single fight that gets drawn out. And that's exactly what happened yet again. He drops Satanic. A lot of damage on Ollie. And Ollie pops his own Satanic.
It's a man fight.
Yeah,
Here we go.
It is. Juju finally managed to get us off. No, he doesn't. Gets silenced. Silenced yet again. Look at this. The damage. The Dire just being continually controlled. And Wraithking is going to go down. Final casualty. And it will be game.
It was close, but once that, it felt impossible for Dire after that one fight. The bounty, like the puck was just unkillable once he had Lincolns as well. Going in and out of fights, chopping in and out, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
Good plays from Radiant though. The puck played pretty
Decay
awesome.
played amazingly, yeah. The game plan is out of date, so we'll restart in a little bit, but yeah, absolutely fantastically good puck plays. At the end, the amount of control he was doing with his Shard, Big Silence, E-Blade, you could never take him down. He had Stormcrafter as well, didn't even need a Yules. With the Lincolns, he was just unkillable. And Brex actually ended up with net worth almost the highest in the game.
Yeah, 17 kills on the bounty. Wow.
Look at the sort of three heroes that stayed the same net worth the entire time. There's 4 heroes in there. Wraith King's sort of almost in there as well. Not quite. Just want to have a look at the hero damage dealt. Highest hero damage. Very nearly Bounty Hunter. But Puck just claims it. Which is, I guess, not surprising. And nearly 6,000 gold stolen. That's a 12k net worth difference from one hero alone. Which is pretty insane.
Right,
Well,
I have to head off.